All right, welcome to this game already in progress. We have the 3-0 Spartans of Alberta up against the Young Kings from the Pennsylvania tri-state area. As we come into it, Alberta is on the power play for another 14 seconds. Clay Markham in the box for the Young Kings. Called for a trip. And we are 4 minutes into this first period as the Spartans inside. We're at the South Rink here at the Nicholas Sportsplex in Mount Pleasant, Illinois. As you'll see on your screen, it's the Young Kings going right to left in their purple and gold jerseys. And Alberta going right to left. The Young Kings left to right. As Alberta cuts off a shot in their own end. Back for it is number 10, Keaton Skinner, plays it back into the corner. Now up on the near side, Jersey Oglestone. Oglestone gives it up to Skinner. Skinner tries to pass it into the middle. That one is redirected to the end boards, and the Young Kings going to pick it up from there. Kings are 2-1 coming into this fourth game of their tournament so far. They have played well, and we got a penalty coming up. As it is a hook, and that's going to go to number 13, Duke Hughes, who got his stick out there. Knocked over one of the Young Kings, and that is going to give the Kings their very first power play of this go-around. 9:54 left to go here in the first period. We're in the South Arena. It's a little bit of a different vantage point than I've gotten used to from north and center so far. We are up in a grandstand, basically a mezzanine level over and above the rink, so we are much higher up than we have been so far. The Young Kings with a long shot tipped in front, and that one stopped by the goaltender, Aiden Medeiros. There's a slap shot that goes high off the glass. One thing about this building is it's echoey compared to the other ones. So the Young Kings still the man advantage. They are 20 seconds in. Here comes a cross-ice pass. That's tipped into himself. Torrin Chamberlain gives chase up in the right wing corner. Chamberlain holds on to it there. Sent down. Now Chamberlain's going to get it back. He'll poke it back to the point. That goes to Liam Sinna. Chamberlain now back. Pass down into the corner. Here's a chance out front. Loses an edge. And Alberta gets back on it, and they're going to wrist it down the ice. 1:05 left to go in the Young Kings power play as they make a full change. And there's a cutoff of a long pass. That's Cruz Gerstenbuehler. Gerstenbuehler chases up into the right wing corner. He is happy to burn off some time here on this penalty kill. Puck goes behind the Kings' net. Now the Kings able to bring it up. There's a nice pass up front. Now it comes down to a foot race. But getting back to it first was Reese Matter of the Spartans. Young Kings with the power play here. 8:25 left to go. There's a centering pass that goes off a leg. The Kings try to set up, not able to. Alberta's going to cut off a pass. Now a pickpocket. And Alberta able to knock it out of the zone. That's Lucas Mullen who got a stick on it. Back in come the Young Kings. Still on the power play, 10 more seconds. They are trying to set up the cycle, not able to do so. There's a pass out front, actually coughed it up, and that goes to the man with the hair. I love it, Asher Clements, who, as far as I'm concerned, has the best hockey flow in this tournament so far. So Asher Clements gets a power play goal. For the Young Kings, and they take a 1-0 lead here in this first period. Seven minutes gone. 7:04 actually, 7:56 remains on the clock, and the Young Kings, looking to go 3-1, have taken the first lead of the game, 1-0. Now Alberta's got to fight back as they get to the blue line. Puck poked off the stick of number 7, Lucas Mullen. And the Spartans lose it again. Back come the Young Kings as they try to battle through. Into the right wing corner. Now it goes back behind the net. Maddox Andrews spins it around to the far side. Sent out to center and lifted back in. The Spartans from my home province of Alberta. As I traveled down from Edmonton to see this one. Now here's a pass up to number 4, Eli Horb. Horb by himself on the right side. Now he's got some help. Goes behind the net, tries to turn and fire it out front. That hits a skate and gets knocked away. Horb knocks off a cross-ice pass as well. And the Young Kings back off into their own zone. 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to go as Alberta tries to bring it back in. Alberta back in their own end. And they cough it up. There's a backhand shot. That one's stopped by the goaltender, Aiden Medeiros. Geez, Alberta's got a little bit of trouble right now giving up the puck right around their own net. That's what resulted in that first goal by Asher Clements. And now just giving up a big chance here as well by coughing it up right beside Aiden Medeiros. Medeiros able to make the spot. There's a shot in front right off the draw. Young Kings leading 1-0 as they chop away at the side of the goal. Referee lost sight, so he blows it down. And we got 6:16 left to go on the clock here in this first period. It is 1-0 for the Young Kings. From the tri-state area, this hockey program created by Chris Versteeg, former NHLer, 2-time Stanley Cup champion. And the Kings putting the pressure on Alberta here early on. Now the Spartans come up with it. Pass comes out to Jersey Oglestone, and in comes Alberta just onside. There's a backhand from the middle. That one's knocked away from Keaton Skinner. Back come the Young Kings in across the blue line. Now up into the right wing corner. Young Kings still with it, and he gets tripped up. That was number 96. Or was it 86? Lewis Palatnik got tripped up, so there is going to be a call here against Alberta once again. Looks like it's number 11, Reese Matter, headed to the box for tripping. And that'll give the Kings another power play opportunity. Their second of the day so far. Face off inside the Alberta zone, and the Spartans control. They're going to fire it down ice. Back around to the far side, and the Kings out. Here's a nice pass up to number 14, drop pass, and he gets a shot away. That's Wyatt Hicks. Over to the far side, back to the point. To the near side, skating into the circle, long wrist shot, stopped by Aiden Medeiros. That was number 39, Clay Markham, who got that shot away for the Kings. 5:01 left to go here in this first period. It is 1-0 for the Young Kings on an early goal by Asher Clements. Alberta fires it down ice. And chasing it down is number 7, Lucas Mullen. Mullen lifts the stick and takes the puck back. Now he's on his own, gets around one defender, and gets a shot that knocks the stick right out of the hand of Clay Markham. And as the Kings try to knock it out, here's a chance. All of a sudden in behind the defense, there's a shot stopped by Medeiros. That was number 44, Brooks Ferguson, got a chance there. Now Ferguson going to pick it up on the end boards. Spins away from a check, passes out front. One purple sweater there, but the white one's able to send it down ice. 1 minute, 30 seconds gone here in that penalty to Reese Matter. 4 minutes left in the period. And in comes Eli Horb with a long shot. That one stopped by Ryan Longley in the Young Kings net. And back out come the Kings, but taken down. So this time it's going to be number 4, Eli Horb, going off for a hook. And now for 11 seconds, the Kings are going to have a 5-on-3. And the face-off in the Alberta zone. Puck drop to the left of Aiden Medeiros. 5-on-3 for 11 seconds. Full 2 minutes is how long Orb's going to stay in the... There's a long shot in. Rebound. Knocked just wide of the goaltender. Kings still on it. First penalty's over. Kings 5-on-4 now. There's a shot that goes just wide. Now one of the Alberta boys are taken down. You heard the call for a penalty maybe there, but nothing coming. So the Spartans send it down ice. Minute and a half left to go in this power play for the Kings. Up is Eli Baugh, number 81. He gets to the blue line, loses it. It's knocked in by Hamilton. And Alberta able to take it from him and fire it back down to the other end of the rink. 3 minutes left to go here in the first. Young Kings up 1-0. Nice little touch pass right into the middle. And chasing it down is Eli Baugh up into the corner. Nice centering pass out front. And a big stop by Medeiros. Another shot. Baugh got a beautiful pass out front. And that afforded Blake Hamilton a chance or two. Now Hamilton chips it off the end boards. 45 seconds left to go here in the Kings power play. Centering pass. That goes off of a skate. And back out comes the Alberta Spartan. Now across center ice. Poke check there. Back turn the Kings. They'll dump it up, and back to knock it down is Reese Matter, who is of course back on the ice. Killing the penalty now for the Spartan. 20 seconds left to go here in the power play. Kings starting from their own end. To the left wing. And in across the blue line. Nice pass backwards, but couldn't handle it. Was number 86, Lewis Palatnik. Now back comes Alberta. It's number 10, Keaton Skinner with it. Skinner to the middle with a backhand. That goes off of a skate. Still Alberta chopping away at it. Dumped up into the corner. Skinner on it. 1:28 left to go here in the first. There's a shot into the middle. Nobody able to get a shot away. Now there's one. It comes off the shoulder of the goaltender, Ryan Longley, and Longley covers up that loose puck. So 1:17 left to go here in the first. Still 1-0. On that goal by Asher Clements, who picked it up at the side of the net. Horb now back on the ice. It's regular 5-on-5 hockey once again. And the face-off going to be in the Kings zone. Casimiro Cordero taking the draw for Alberta. And he wins it. Straight back to Duke Hughes, who couldn't get a shot off. Chipped out to the blue line, but held in there. Hughes with it now. Turns and fires. That goes off a skate. Hughes gets it back again. Now chipped to the outside. And out come the Kings. Up on the right side. Chasing it down is Eli Shimonov. Shimonov has it in the corner. His own end, swings it around to the open wing. Knocked back to the corner once again. 40 seconds remaining here in the first period. Comes free, and Alberta able to get it out to the blue line, but no further. Now it squirts free. The Kings are going to send it back in, but they are offside. Have to clear the zone. Now back out come the Spartans. Dump in, fanned on. Second attempt goes. Spartans back for it, but the Kings are applying pressure here in the late stages. Up along the wall, 8 seconds to go. Here comes Alberta. They got a 2-on-1, 5 seconds remaining. And good effort by the defenseman to get back and take out Beckham Falloon. All right, so the buzzer goes on the first period. So, I mean, most people they know how it goes, but just to remind everybody, this is a quick turnaround first period. They do not stop, send the guys back to their dressing rooms, and then flood the ice with the Zamboni. They just take a quick second at their benches. They do switch ends for the second period. We do another 15 minutes, then after that, they will do that full flood. The teams will go back to their dressing rooms. We'll take a 10-minute break kind of thing and play a bunch of commercials for you. And then they'll come back and play that third period. But as it sits, it is 1-0 here for the Young Kings out of the Philadelphia area. So let's go over it. That was a bit of a penalty-filled first period. The Kings took the first penalty just 2 minutes and 6 seconds in. Clay Markham went off for tripping. Alberta not able to do anything with that power play. Then the Spartan ended up with Duke Hughes in the penalty box. That was at 5:06. He got a hooking minor for 2. At 7 minutes and 4 seconds, Asher Clements picked up the puck at the side of the Alberta goal on a cough-up and put it in behind Aiden Medeiros. So that's an unassisted goal. Made it 1-0. That's where we sit. Then a couple more penalties again. Both to Alberta. Reese Matter, number 11, Eli Horb. 1 for tripping, 1 for hooking. So we're back already here for the second period. And again, like I said, they've switched ends. So now, Young Kings going right to left. Alberta Spartan, left to right. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Kings. And it's going to be Alberta who controls off the face-off. Reese Matter up on the left side. He gets pickpocketed. And the Kings able to get it out. We got a 2-on-1 in the other direction. Here come the Young Kings. On the right side, there's a quick shot. That one goes high. Came from Blake Hamilton. Off the glass, and back comes Alberta in the other direction, trying to turn it up. 3-on-2. Caught up in the right side boards. That was a centering pass, and one by Ryan Longley. A fantastic stop by the Young Kings goaltender. Keeps this a 1-0 game. Beautiful pass out front. And a great save for the Young Kings. So with him stopping the puck though, the face-off will be in the Young Kings' end. And the Kings are going to actually control. Slapped around to the far side boards and past the defenders, so back they go in a foot race now. Alberta gets to it first. Great effort by the defenseman to get back and make it happen. There's a shot and scores right off the helmet of Aiden Medeiros. That was number 7, Torrin Chamberlain, who put that one home. So Alberta is suffering with the cough-ups. That's exactly where that came from. A stick lift, puck back in their possession, and Chamberlain able to lift it over top of Aiden Medeiros. Now Alberta down by 2. Again, 3-0 coming into this game, trying hard not to suffer their first loss. Down by 2, it's a far from insurmountable lead. Lots of time to play yet, and there's a funny bounce off the corner boards. I believe that might be where the Zamboni is. All right, Alberta with some pressure. There's a centering pass. That one gets knocked away from number 17, Casimiro Cordero. Young Kings dump it back down into Alberta's zone. Spartans back, starting from there. Great pass up to number 16, Riker Philpott. Philpott gets stopped at the blue line. The Kings will take it back, looking for a long breakout pass, but that one knocked away by Sam Quayle-Sligo. There's a centering pass, and just getting enough stick on it was Alexander LeBlanc. And here comes Alberta in the other direction. Lucas Mullen with a little bit of space. Mullen behind the defense. He turns away. Saw he didn't have anywhere to go. Mullen stays with it, in behind the goal. Now the pass back to the point. Back into Mullen once again. Backhand to the slot. That one bounces through the feet of Eli Horb. Now Horb has it. Against the far face-off circle, back to the point. Shimonov holds it in. Eli Shimonov with a long shot, and that one goes wide. Now comes back to the point, held in there. Alberta still with control. There's a centering pass. Slap shot goes off the back of a leg, and he's feeling it. There's a centering pass. Everybody sticks tied up, and back come the Kings. In across the blue line is Asher Clements. One hand on the stick. He sends it towards the goal. But in behind the net. Still the Kings with it. Now it comes to the open side. It's picked up there by Alberta. And out comes Lucas Mullen. Mullen gets to center ice and dumps it down. 11:40 left to go. 2-0 here in favor of the Young Kings. Long dump in pass goes off the end boards. Kings get to it first. Over to the far side. Send it towards the goal. That one knocked away by Shimonov. Here they cough it up. Chance in front. That one goes just wide of the net. Again, see, Alberta coughed it up. Now the Kings on it. Lots of pressure. Fire it in. Medeiros makes the save. Now back to the point. Long shot in. Kicked out by Medeiros. Just got a toe on it. And here comes Alberta. They're finally able to clear it out. Sent down ice. It has the legs to get there, so that'll be an icing call against Alberta. So they're going to move it all the way back down. Into Alberta's zone. And the Spartans control. Can't clear the zone though. Tied up and digging it out are the Kings. Here's a quick centering pass. Shot. Medeiros makes the save. Rebound again. Still the Kings with control. One of their guys gets taken down behind the net. Brought around to the near side boards. Kings still holding on to it. Alberta cannot clear it out. Here comes number 20, Blake Hamilton with a high shot. That one goes over top of the goal. Hamilton behind the net, centers out front. Just white sweaters there. Alberta still can't get it out. As it comes to the blue line, chipped back in by the Kings. And gone to get it is number 8, Eli Shimonov. Sends it over to the open side. Alberta still can't get it out. Held in by the Kings once again. There's a drop pass and a wrist shot that hits a player in front. And now Alberta finally able to clear it out. And here comes number 17, Casimiro Cordero. He gets tied up as he comes across the blue line with the stick of one of the Young Kings. Now back into Alberta's territory. Behind his own net is Shimonov. To the near side. Up with it is Eli Horb. Horb plays it off the boards. It's touched, so no icing. Into the end wall. Alberta does not hold on to it. Now right at the side of the net, almost able to steal it. And the Kings get it out to the blue line, but it's held there for a second by Maddox Andrews. Now it's back into the Alberta zone. Up on the far side. Rushing to it is Mullen. Mullen gets held off the puck. Along the wall. Chipped off the glass. There's a long shot. Tipped a couple of times. And that one's stopped by Ryan Longley. Longley gets on top of it with a bouncing puck and a couple of white sweaters right on the doorstep. He is not wasting time. 8:49 left to go here in this second period. It's been a quick second period, not a lot of whistles so far. Shots on goal in favor of the Young Kings, 11-8, and they also lead 2-0. As the draw takes place in the Young Kings' end, and they are going to come away with possession. Now back out, Alberta gets tripped up. That was, I believe, number 19, Cruz Gerstenbuehler. And that means that, well, it looks like it's Asher Clements heading to the box. Number 97. So, Alberta getting a power play chance here with Clements in the box. 2 minutes and the face-off in the offensive zone. Alberta controls. They are down by 2, looking to get within 1. And get on the board. Puck comes back to the point, cross ice pass, comes out of the zone, so Alberta's going to have to clear. Now the pass up to Horb on the left-hand side, but number 7, Lucas Mullen, couldn't get back in time. He tried, just didn't quite get there quick enough. So 1:43 left to go on the power play for Alberta, 8:19 in the period. Young Kings up 2-0. And here come the Spartans across the blue line. Puck sent in deep. Rushing over to grab it is Keaton Skinner. Skinner along the wall. He loses it and out come the Kings. 1-on-2. Burning some time off is Wyatt Hicks. Hicks stays with it. Takes it into the end wall. Still got it. Stops. Moves it out front. Here's a chance and a shot goes off the glove of Aiden Medeiros. Still chasing it is Wyatt Hicks, holding on to possession, burning off precious seconds here. 7:30 left to go. Now there's a chance in front as number 81 Eli Baugh works his way to the slot, but he gets it picked off. Alberta gets it out, and it's sent back in. Now the Young Kings take it at their own blue line. Pass up through the middle, jumps over everybody's sticks. Alberta not able to do much on this power play. As the puck comes free outside of the zone, they clear in time. Sent off the end wall. Now here comes the Spartans. At center ice. Stopped there. Sam Quayle-Slegel on the far side dumps it in. And the Kings are going to lift it back out. Kings with it, short-handed, trying to get a pass across to Blake Hamilton. He couldn't get to it. The penalty is over as Asher Clements returns to the ice. 6.5 minutes to go here in the period. 2-0 the Kings lead. There's a wrist shot, goes off of a leg and comes to the near side. Nobody able to get to it. Now the Kings on it, side of the goal. It's number 68, Victor Rougier. He comes back out to center ice. Now the Spartans come in with it. On the left side, looking 2-on-2. Couldn't get the pass to the middle. Lots of neutral ice play here and just inside the blue lines. As Alberta working to get some pressure, they're not able to. The Kings keep sending them back out to center. They will dump it in. Stop there. So the Spartan, and they're able to get it out to neutral ice, but then it's lifted up actually into the Kings bench. All right, 5:32 left to go here in the second. Still 2-0 in favor of the Young Kings. here at the Mount Pleasant Ice Arena South Rink. Alberta with control off the face-off. Into the offensive zone. There's Horb in the slot on his backhand. Horb still with it. Slaps his away at it as the puck is loose. It ends up in the glove of Ryan Longley, and he covers up for the whistle again. Off the draw. Puck goes in behind the Kings' net. There's a pass out front, and Alberta gets a chance. This time Eli Horb, but he couldn't put it home, just wide of the net. Now here come the Spartans once again in front. What an effort by number 19. Number 18, Beckham Falloon. And it's a 2-1 game. So turnabout is fair play. And the Kings coughed it up at the side of the net. And finally, the Alberta Spartan able to get on the board with a goal with just under 5 minutes to go here in this second period. And an offside call here against the Kings. Oh no, it was number 19, Cruz Gerstenbuehler. It's tough. 18-19 look very similar at the other end of the rink. So Gerstenbuehler gets it. Eli Horb with the assist. And now Alberta coughs it up again. Here's a chance. Scores! Number 97, Asher Clements, turns it back into a 2-goal game just like that. It didn't take long. Asher Clements, one of the better players that I have seen here on the Young Kings. And he took advantage of a puck that came straight to his stick once again. And his second goal of the night reopens that 2-goal lead here for the Young Kings. 3-1 is the score. With 4.5 minutes to go here in this second period. Alberta offside, they got to clear the zone. That gives the Kings some time. Puck up to the near side boards. That one chipped away. Into the corner. Out comes Alberta with it. They were down by 2. There's a pass out front. Shot by number 10, Keaton Skinner. Steered away by the goaltender, and now on the near side boards. Kings able to chip it out. There's a pass to the middle. Knocked off the stick of Brooks Ferguson. And the Kings able to send it back in. Now around the boards, and there's number 16, Riker Philpott, lost in the center ice area. Back in come the Kings. There's a backhand shot by Wyatt Hicks over. It hit the glass. Kings keep on it though. Into the face-off circle. Collision there. Puck rolls off to the corner. And there's the battle picked up by the Kings. Shot in on Medeiros. And there's a rubber ball on the ice. Probably some young kids playing down in the other way. Family tournaments. Matt, by the way, is our producer and cameraman here, doing a fantastic job. Gotta love those family tournaments, eh, Matt? Where the ball all of a sudden decides to take part. It's still sitting on the ice here. So the ref's got to go back and grab it. No, one of the Spartans going to come out, take it. Give it to coach. All right, problem solved. We got us. We're able to get back at it now. 3 minutes left to go here in the second period. As Alberta takes control inside their own zone. Now they lose it. Kings able to keep it in temporarily, and still there's a long shot. That one gets tipped, rebound at the side of the goal. Oh, and there's a falling player in behind the net. Alberta now out with it. Off the boards, it's going to roll up into the Kings zone, icing wave. Back to the point, comes out. And back in, but no offside called. Back come the Kings. There's a shot off the blocker of Aiden Medeiros. Now Alberta, 2:28 left to go. Up is number 13, Duke Hughes. Hughes stops in the faceoff circle, loses it. And back come the Kings looking for a breakout pass. But the Alberta defender is able to take it away, and we got probably an interference or a body check. Call it interference. Reese Matter took out the attacking player, Blake Hamilton, and Matter going to get called for interference. 2:11 remains here on the clock in this second period. Yeah, Matter gets called for int. There's another ball, the same ball on the ice again. So I actually had to stop the game as another ball came out on the ice. Could have been the same one. I doubt it. Coach seemed to have that one. So I don't know. And we got, looks like a penalty in behind. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for the Young Kings, as now number 19, Cruz Gerstenbuehler, goes off. Say 9 minutes. 1:47. Is up there on the clock. Seem to be having some clock troubles. 2:10 is left on the second period. All right, there it is. Number 19, Gerstenbuehler, gets 2. 2:10 on the clock. The score isn't right either. On the clock, it's 3-1, but it says 3-2. So we'll have to fix that one up. Anyway, it's the Kings out of 5-on-3 for a minute and a half. 1:51 left in the period. There's a quick shot, stopped by Medeiros. The rebound swept to the outside. Kings still with it. Pass back to the point to the near side to Luke Seiden. Seiden fires it over to the other D. Long shot in. Medeiros gloves that one and holds on. There's a minute and a half left in the period. A minute 7 in that first penalty. And a minute 20 in the second. This is a long 5-on-3 here for the Kings. They already lead it 3-1. Kings control off the draw. Skating up to the face-off circle. Now the pass into the slot, knocked away. Back to the point once again. Far side. Out of the near face-off circle. There's a wrist shot. Medeiros makes the save. Rebound, backhand. Medeiros on it. Loose puck in front. Still, Medeiros able to get his blocker on it and cover it up. Get the puck out of the net. It is 3-1. 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go. 49 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. Face off in the Alberta zone. To the right of Aiden Medeiros. Okay, 58.5 seconds left. Keeps changing, so now we're under a minute. 30 seconds in the 5-on-3. Kings with control. There's a wrist shot from the face-off circle, gets through, and it's swept away by number 14, Maddox Andrews. Great play by the defender for Alberta. Another shot right into the slot area, and Medeiros makes the save. Hits him in the pads. And it's whistled down. All right, this has been a long 5-on-3. 12 seconds left to go in that. 25 seconds in the second penalty. Says number 3 on the clock. There's a shot tipped just wide. Now Alberta able to get a stick on it and fire it down ice. The entire length of the arena, that'll burn off that first power play. And coming off was number 11, Reese Matter. So it was Matter that was in there with him. Back come the Kings. 5 seconds left on their second power play. Alberta chips him to the outside. Penalty's over. 10 seconds remaining. Kings with the puck. Wraparound attempt. Comes out front. It's in the crease. Still bopping away at it. In behind the net. Another wraparound attempt. And there's the buzzer. Woo! Marking the end of that second period. So, quick recap of that second period, as honestly our game sheet's way off. Everything's still marked into the first period, which obviously isn't the case. But what's going to happen now is these teams are going to take a break, go back to the dressing room while they do a flood. So Cruz Gerstenbuehler got Alberta on the board. And now they're updating everything. So Eli Horb got the assist on that one. Then Asher Clemens with another unassisted goal made it a 3-1 game. So Alberta pulled it within one, and then in no time, it was the Kings, the young Kings, opening up that 2-goal lead once again. So as the Zamboni comes out, we will take a break, and we'll be back with third period action in just a few minutes. All right, welcome back to the Nicholas Sportsplex in Mount Pleasant, Illinois. We are at the South Arena. Big shout out to our sponsor, Ironman Industries. Thank you so much for helping us to be here. Bringing you the Clash, the Continental Clash, here in the Chicago area. 22 teams taking part. It is AAA Pee Wee level hockey. Some phenomenal young hockey players here. As we are coming into this third period, here's the situation. We've got the Young Kings from the Philadelphia tri-state area who come into this game 2-1-0. 2 wins, 1 loss thus far. And we've got the Alberta Spartans, based out of Calgary, 3 hours south of where I live. They have 1 goal, came into this one 3-0 so far. So they're hoping not to suffer their first loss at the hands of the Young Kings. If they do, they'll both be 3-1 and in that middle of the pack area. All right, they made some changes here. Somewhat. They kind of updated the penalties, but still it says everything so far has happened in the first period. They have never gotten past that. All right. So as we come into the third, it's a 15-minute stop time period. Once again. With a 2-goal lead. The last one I did with Dylan over in the North Arena, we wound up, it was an 8-1 final score, so we had straight time, and that actually happened in a couple of games here earlier this afternoon. There was a 9-1 game, something along those lines as well, so it has been a day of blowouts. This one, though, one of those closer games that I've enjoyed for the most part as we come through this fantastic tournament. All right, teams back to their original spots. Alberta is going right to left once again as they start the noise to start the period. Off the draw, looks like Alberta coming away with it. Horb has it picked off his stick though and sent down ice. No icing on this one as we get the period underway. The Spartans trailing by 2. Puck comes out to the blue line. There's a long wrist shot. And that one stopped by Aiden Medeiros. He tried to play the rebound and it got away from him. He was way outside of his crease. Back in comes Alberta. It's Horb with a shot. That one stopped by Longley. To the near side as they battle for it. It's number 19, Gerstenbuehler. Cruz Gerstenbuehler picks it up on the goal line, drops it back. Now back to Gerstenbuehler behind the net. He'll step out front. Centering pass. That one stopped. Rebound bounces in front of Longley. And the defender fans on his shot. That was Eli Shimonov. So they have to go back quickly as the Kings come in and dump it into the end boards. They'll go off on a change. That'll give Alberta a chance. Pick it up on the near side. Casimiro Cordero in the slot area. Backhand. Bouncing puck now knocked away. There's a shot. That one kicked out by Longley. It's still Cordero in the corner fighting for it. Now he overskates it. There's a wraparound attempt at the side of the net. And it is blown down by the referee as Longley had his pad up against that post. A little bit of a check there at the end of the play, so a little bit of pushing going on as well. So now the face-off going to be in the Young Kings end. Kings up 3-1. It's Casimiro Cordero going to take this draw for Alberta, and he wins it. Comes back to Hughes, to the point, shot. That one stopped on its way there. And here comes Asher Clements, 2 goals already for the Kings. Clements sends it towards the goal. That one rolls through the crease into the near side boards. Now back to the point. Lifted in, pass cut off. And the Spartans able to bring it out. Good pass up to center. Here's Cordero in on the right side. Cordero centers, but that was in behind his teammate. And back out come the Kings. It's Asher Clements once again. Clements with a wrist shot. That one's kicked out by Medeiros. And the Kings have it. They'll bring it back to the point, now to the near side. Logan Bourdon sends it up into the corner. Back to Bourdon on the point. Long wrist shot. That one hits the player in front. And out comes Alberta. It's number 10, Keaton Skinner with it. Skinner up across the blue line. He's still got it. Wrist shot. That one goes just wide of that far post. Now the Kings able to take it. It's Asher Clements again. He's going to get to center ice, and he will dump it down. Right in on the goaltender, Medeiros. Back comes Alberta. Long pass up, that gets through some skates, and that is going to actually mean an icing call against the Alberta Spartan. And they'll move it all the way back down into the Alberta zone. Face-off going to be to Aiden Medeiros' left. Off the draw, Kings with it. Shot up into the end boards. Kings center up front, scores! Number 81, Eli Baugh. Took a pass from behind the net. And it is a 4-1 game here in favor of the Young Kings. 11:46 left to go here. In this third period, Alberta now trailing by 3. And off the face-off, the Spartans bring it up. And it's turned back. Center ice, dumped in by the Kings. They'll take it there, and now the Spartans will come away with it. 3-on-2 in the other direction. Here is the Spartans. Face-off circle, right side. And overskating it was Lucas Mullen. Now it comes back out, long pass, gets cut right off there by Maddox Andrews, and in come the Spartan. Nice pass to the middle, Eli Horb, cross ice, there's a chance, and that one kicked out by the goaltender Longley again. Now Horb behind the net, tries to backhand it. Horb gets it back on his forehand, fires a shot, rebound, score! No! Not! Honestly, that was a wide open net. What a save by Ryan Longley. I am blown away. I thought for sure that was the goal. Longley somehow stretched out and made a save. What a huge play by the Young Kings goaltender. Alberta with a massive chance to pull back within 2. Not able to do it. Kings get it out to center. And back in comes the Spartan. Centering pass. That one gets knocked off of a stick. And back out come the Kings. Kings up on the right side, staying with it. Centering pass. That one gets chipped away by Alberta. Now it's sent towards the net again. Spartans able to pick it up, and out they come. Up on the near side, it's number 13, Duke Hughes. But play whistled down. I got to go back to that. What a save by Ryan Longley for the Young Kings. Just a massive chance, and he stopped Alberta from getting back to within 2. More than 5 minutes to gone here in this third period. It's 4-1 in favor of the Young Kings. As Alberta brings it out of their end with some speed up on the right side. taking it all the way down into the corner. Now a pass out front. There's a bouncing puck in this slot area, and the Kings sweep it away. And here comes number 77, Kellen McDonough. Puts it off the end boards. They go off on a change. That'll give Alberta the chance to bring it up. To center ice and dumped in. And that'll give the Kings a chance to come back. Young Kings dump it into the end boards. Back for it is Alexander LeBlanc. LeBlanc now behind his net up to the near side. Kings pressure on the forecheck. Holding the puck in and putting it deep again. That's number 8, Luke Seiden. Now back to the point. Kept in there by Logan Bourdon. Sent down into the end boards. Nice pass out front. There's a shot. Stopped by Medeiros. He got his glove on it. Redirected it over top of the goal. Now the Kings with it. They get their stick lifted. They take it right back though. Here's a chance in front. Medeiros with the save. Rebound cleaned away by number 7, Lucas Mullen. And out comes Alberta. Up on the near side, it's Horb. Horb and Mullen right alongside the wall. Mullen comes up with it. Taken away. And backhand attempt by number 18, Beckham Falloon, but that winds up on the far side. Now Falloon fighting for it. Here's Horb in the slot. That one's blocked. Back out to the blue line and knocked back in by Shimonov. Over to the far boards. Shimonov gets to it, chops it back, and slows down the young Kings attack. Once again, it's Horb with it. Horb turns away from a check, passes over to the far point, and that one's going to bounce out of the zone. And here's a chance now for the Kings as they get back on it. Looking for a stick, and wide open on the side of the goal, but taken down was the young Kings. I believe that's number 81, Eli Baugh. No call on that one though, as it was a play for the puck. They'll drop the puck there, and it's going to come all the way back. What a foot race. Here's a chance for Alberta. There's a shot again, stopped by Longley. Beckham Falloon, number 18, with the chance. And here come the Kings, turning it around in the other direction. Back into the Alberta zone. Centering pass, that one goes through the slot. Back to the point, sent in deep. Alberta up with it. It's Duke Hughes on the near side. Now they'll put it into the middle. And back out comes Alberta. Up the left side, number 17, Casimiro Cordero. Cordero into the corner. Now takes it behind the net. Battle happening there on the end wall. Kings able to put it over to the far side, but Alberta able to stop the advance. Keep it in the zone. Now it's Cordero. Sends it off the end wall. And the Kings up with it. They'll dump it all the way back down to the Alberta blue line. Puck chipped there. And the Spartans take it back. Here's a pass up on the left side for Keaton Skinner. Skinner behind one defender. Gets a shot away off to the end wall. Now he's pushed off the puck. And the young Kings with control to the far corner. Lifted out to center ice where it's slapped back in by Cordero. To the right wing corner. Alberta offside. They got to clear the zone. Now they're all clear. But the Kings take advantage. And now they cough it up right in the slot area. There's a bouncing puck, rolls in on Longley. Longley covers up. And Alberta poking at it, so some pushing after the play. One of the Spartans gets knocked down. I believe that was number 10, Keaton Skinner. Ref's not calling anything on this one, though. 5:23, 4-1 the score. Alberta with control. Now it's sent into the slot area and tipped off to the corner by Mullen. Behind the goal. Kings not able to get it out. Alberta loses it in that corner. Now they'll get it back behind the net. It's Lucas Mullen with it. Mullen back to the point. There's a shot. That one gets redirected off to the corner. Eli Horb can't get to it. Now Horb gets it back in the corner. Horb behind the goal. A little bit of pressure. He has it taken off his stick. Alberta can't get to it. The Kings going to bring it out. Passed up to the near side. That goes off the skate of Blake Tushev. Back in come the young King, or the Alberta. Kings in behind their goal. 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Alberta comes away with it. Top of the face-off circle. Here's Eli Horb. There's a shot. Score! Eli Horb from the slot. What a great effort. Moves into the slot area. Takes the shot and puts it past Ryan Longley for the second time today. And it's a 4-2 game with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Looks like we might have an exciting finish here as Alberta not letting them get too far away. 3-goal deficit, tough to overcome as the Kings lift it up into the Spartans' end. Now the Spartans with a nice touch pass. Back they come across center ice. It's Casimiro Cordero. He loses it through the face-off circle. And Asher Clements sends it out to center ice. Now Alberta with it in their own zone. Pass back to Cordero. Cordero comes across the blue line. He chases it down into the corner. One of the Kings falls onto it. Alberta trying to kick it free. Puck comes loose. Cordero has it now in the face-off circle. Gets it back to the point. Wrist shot. Longley makes the save. Rebound. Picked up by Alberta. Side of the goal. Scored! And that was number 13, Duke Hughes, putting it in the goal. And it's a one-goal game. It is 4-3 here with 3:23 left to go. So after Mullen put them within 2, now it's Duke Hughes bringing them to within 1. Oh, they're going to give it to Shimonov. Number 8, Eli Shimonov. And a timeout called. They're giving the assist on that one to Riker Philpott, number 16. So they're still saying we're in the second period on the game sheet stats program. But back-to-back goals here by Alberta have brought the Spartan to within 1 goal. So the timeout called as they try to get some X's and O's. 3:23 left to go here in the third. And it's a 4-3 game. Alberta coming roaring back. So Alberta gets the strategy. Gotta wonder how long Aiden Medeiros is going to stay in that goal. Alberta trying to get things going once again. Keep up the pressure they put on here in the last couple minutes. So that last goal came at 11:40. And then just a minute and change later, they come to within 1. Now the Kings up by 1. They have control in the Alberta zone. Good effort there by Blake Hamilton. He can't get much of a shot off. Back out comes Alberta up the left wing. Passed into the middle. Trying to get to it. There's a pass in front. Score! Inside the game! Alberta with 2:56 left. 3 goals. Bing, bang, boom. And it is a 4-all game. I think that was number 10, Keaton Skinner, that put that one home. As they do the flyby. It was number 10, Keaton Skinner. Beckham Falloon, number 18, with the assist. And it's a tie game. 4-all. I had one overtime earlier today. Here comes the Kings, though. There's a shot, scores! High shot from number 7, Torrin Chamberlain. Puts them back up 5-4. With 2:45 remaining. Oh my God! What a game! Alberta storms back to tie it. And then a couple seconds later, literally 9 seconds or 11 seconds later, Torrin Chamberlain scores and puts the Kings back up. So it's 5-4, and here comes Alberta in across the blue line. That's Lucas Mullen with it. Mullen in the corner, now comes back to the point. Held in there, long shot in, tipped down, sticks in front, and that one gets taken to the outside. Now it's Alberta coming in. They lose their footing and kicked out by Longley. Somehow from their stomachs are able to get a shot off, and now sent down ice by the Young Kings, and that'll be an icing call. 2:07 left on the clock. Young Kings up 5-4. What a comeback by Alberta, and Torrin Chamberlain ends it. Putting the Kings back up by 1, and now the face-off in the Young Kings zone. Puck comes free all the way back out. And the foot race happens between the number 14s. Getting to it was Maddox Andrews. Now up along the wall. Alberta able to bring it out. In across the blue line, and over skating it was Duke Hughes. Asher Clemens trying to bring it back. They get tied up. And the bouncing puck now in the neutral zone. And there's a penalty gonna be coming to number 17, Casimiro Cordero. As the Young King was taken down. That'll be a tripping call against Cordero. So now with 1:28 left and a one-man advantage for the remainder of regulation, they are up by a goal. The Young Kings actually look to be in a pretty good spot as the Kings win the draw. Now back to the point, long shot in, rebound in front as Medeiros made that first save. Alberta able to knock it out. Ducks stayed back at the blue line. Offside though, they can't go in. Now it is number 44, Brooks Ferguson on the left-hand side. Over to the near side wall. Still the Kings with control. Under a minute to go here in the period. There's a long shot, that goes wide of the goal. Kings with possession. Trying to get a pass across was Asher Clemens. 40 seconds left. And the Kings own it. 5-4, they're up. Pass out front. That one gets knocked away, and here comes Alberta. Up the right side is Keaton Skinner. Skinner gets in across the blue line. Tries to get around the defender. Picks it up on the end wall. Skinner takes it. Now back to the point. There's a bouncing puck. Rolls just through the crease. 20 seconds left to go. Alberta still with it. They are down a man. It is a Young Kings power play, and Alberta gets the puck back. There's a shot stopped in front of the goal. Young Kings are going to slap it out to neutral ice, and that is going to do it as the final seconds tick off the clock. And the Young Kings are going to come away with a 5-4 victory. What a third period. Alberta storming back from 3 goals down. Eli Baugh put them up 4-1, the Kings. Logan Bourdon, Victor Rougier, the assists on that one. Then it was 3 Alberta Spartan goals. Lucas Mullen from Eli Horb and Zach Dirksen in a span of a very short time. That was 11 minutes and 40 seconds. Then at 12 minutes and 37 seconds, so less than a minute later, Eli Shimonov put it in from Riker Philpott. And then Keaton Skinner scored to tie it at the 12:04 mark. Beckham Falloon with the assist. And then 9 seconds later, Torin Chamberlain took it down ice and scored what proved to be the game winner, 5-4, the final. And so now we are going to play the Star Spangled Banner. So there you have it. The Young Guns move to 3-1, or the Young Kings. There's so many young ones out here. Young Guns, Young Kings, Young. So the Young Kings move to 3-1. The Spartans of Alberta fall to 3-1. A 5-4 final here in favor of the Kings. Once again, I'm Tarsi Young. You are watching the Continental Clash from outside Chicago, Illinois in Mount Pleasant here on WSBN.